Welcome back to another video. We'll be going over some recent gameplay. Fortunately, I can't record videos live for you guys. My device freezes too much whenever I activate hypercharger stuff goes on, so we'll just have to do some voiceover of some older videos I played. Fortunately, this also means we'll be skipping draft, but if I remember this right, I think it was Janet 1, I think. I remember because that was odd. And then it was Carl Grom, and then it was Juju Gray, and then Mandy 6. And right now we're off to an okay start. Doing pretty good. Janet first pick, not the best. Honestly, doesn't go too well. I managed to die there, unfortunately. And Janet is unfortunate because seems like Janet's not too happy. Never mind. And I go for a kill, but I miss the final shot. That's too bad. Janet goes in with that. Unfortunately, doesn't get the kill. Looking to pinch this Carl. Does not seem to happen. I might have to TP out here. Now we're all good. Got my hypercharge. We'll see if I can do anything with this. Looks like the Carl is going onto the Juju. I miss my hook, but that's still alright. We're still up. We just have to back off and chill a little bit here. Hope we do that, yeah. Janet, thankfully, teleports away. I look for a cheeky little hook onto the Grom here, but I miss. Unfortunate, Carl sees that I'm low. I try not to get value with the Juju as well and spread out. Oof, it looks like just barely Juju gets it. We'll see. Missing all my shots, that's not too great. We'll see what we can do next round. One thing to note here, it's pretty clear Carl is going to gadget in for that blue star. And what we can do is simply, like here, gadget the Carl. Unfortunately, my team doesn't support me there and doesn't get the easy kill. But we do end up picking it up. Took a few Grom shots and go for a cheesy little kill. Get our teleport. And this game's looking a lot better than the last one. We got our teleport. We're getting kills. Janet's not feeding too many supers. But again, I seem to miss the final shot. Not a big deal, we're still winning, we just have to play passive and not die. Janet is clowning and goes in to die. I don't know what that was. I don't know what this Janet's doing. What you have to do is kind of chill out though. That's kind of how you play dry season. You get blue star or like a few kills, just get the lead. Juju puts out her super though, not sure what that's accomplishing. Janet goes up to feed them supers. Thank you, Janet. All you had to do was wait behind these 4 walls. And Janet goes in again without any support. But it's alright this time. We almost get the kill onto that Carl. It was with 25 HP, that's too bad. Get the kill onto Grom, very nice. This Janet is being very aggressive, guys. Generally, unless you're down, you don't want to be so aggressive on dry season. You want to kind of let them come to you, take advantage of any misplays they might have, pick off a kill. You don't want to be too aggressive when you have the lead here. And looks like they're coming in. Carl dies. Nothing he can do. And it looks like we just win this. There's no way they come back. And we're good to go. Alright, let's check out the third game here. Looks like Juju wanted to swap with me. I missed the hook. I'm not sure why she wanted to swap. All of these are set up. She's good into Grom as well. I'm also good into Grom, Mandy, and Carl. And so they have the blue star, so now we need to be a bit more aggressive here to get the lead back. Juju gets a very nice kill. All we have to do is chillax now. We just go for a couple easy kills because it was a 3v2. And unfortunately, Grom comes back now, so we just have to fall back a little bit. Janet does not get the memo. She's feeding a lot of supers. Janet, you do not hit a Mandy. And we get the hook, but it doesn't really change much. You need to be careful not to die here. Again, Grom barely lives, and then with the Mandy body block, it's unfortunate. We kind of give away the lead there. And now we need to be aggressive. Grom spots the Juju, not the best invis. And let's see, again guys, look at how hard it is for us to push in when you stay back actually. Unfortunately, I land a hook but don't quite get the kill. I go for the Grom and we are up ahead now. All we need to do is fall back. We get the Carl. Carl kind of went crazy. But we're all good now. I'm not sure where that hook was going. Again, we're in the lead, but they can get it at any time. Hopefully we don't die here. Keep an eye out for the Carl gadget incoming. Janet gets him, very nice, and we just go for a cheeky hook pull kill, and that's game. Let's see how much elo we get here. Oh, I believe it doesn't show us, but I don't think we got much elo because we were the higher ranking team. And now we're in a full Masters lobby, so this one's going to be a little bit more sweaty. Got to focus up and play a bit better here. Unfortunately, I don't have vision on Otis. Otis would be much better with vision, and this would be a lot easier matchup. But we do push up. We almost get that. But I remember being mad here because I lagged out shooting the shot. I had a little bit of delay there. And looks like Stu goes down here. Let's see if we can push up and get a bit of positioning in the grass. And looks like we waste our super. Lou gets muted, but nothing happens. Again, guys, this is why it's important to have the vision gear on a lot of these spread brawlers like Lola or Otis. Because it's important to get vision of where the enemies are for not just you, but also your teammates. Carl wastes his gadget. Somehow I still get hit on the return. And we push into this Rico, get the pinch off, very nice. And now we pass it up to the Stu. Hopefully he can go for some sort of wall break score. Doesn't happen. We take the ball to hold control, and our teammate goes down. This isn't looking too good, but maybe they're looking low. Carl gets the fire off. I can't quite score, so I pass it to the Squeak. Squeak wisely chooses to chill out. We just need to keep them low. He gets his hypercharged, very nice. Go for a goal and get 2 kills, and now we're up 1. So you go for the gadget as always to make sure we know, prevent them pushing up there. Squeak gadget and Otis gadget guys here, they're very good. They give you vision and they prevent moving up there. Carl hypercharge, very, very strong now. Squeak goes down. I see Lou can hypercharge super me here. So I make sure to hypercharge super him. If he stuns me, it would be an easy goal. So it's worth it to use our hypercharge there. And now we move up, hopefully get the kill on the Rico, very nice. And the Lou just completely leaves the goal open. I'm not sure what they're doing, but I pass it up to get my super. So I can get a quick cheesy shot in. And we are up 1-0. Honestly, they still have room to come back. Although I like our comp a little bit more, they still have a very strong comp. Looks like they're mad at each other. I didn't see this looking back at it, but we push up a little bit. Again, I realized that we're mechanically just better than these guys from the first game. And then so I push in a little bit to get some free kills. Squeak, very strong. It's like they get the kill onto the Carl, it looks like. Nice. Loose super coming down. Stu is up, very nice. And we get a quick snipe onto the Lou. We got a solid pinch. Let's see, I don't... Looks like there's some miscommunication. I thought the Stu would get it up and score, but it all works out. Get the kill on the Carl, score it anyway, very nice. And Stu with the wall break mid. I missed my gadget. That's not very good. Squeak with some crazy kills. I don't know if we score this though. Unfortunately, we don't. Maybe I should have stayed back a little bit and healed, but he was still close to hypercharge. Squeak gets a very nice slow into the Carl. Oof, Lou misses his entire hypercharge super, and we look to pass this up. Unfortunately, Rico, we trade with the Rico. Rico gets a nice hypercharge super on us. It wasn't visible from my perspective, though it's visible from the game perspective now, looking back on this. Again, guys, the double gadgets really provide so much value. Opponents really can't push up when they're both out there. Looks like we get frozen and die, it looks like. No, we managed to stay alive, but yes, we probably go down there. Stu and Carl hypercharges, this isn't looking too good. Again, we stun, guys. It's worth it to hypercharge to prevent the goals. You're not looking for kills in Brawl Ball, you're just looking for goals, and you want to prevent goals and score goals with your hypercharges. Carl misses his gadget. I go back just in case the Rico kills the Stu and has an open goal here. But we get the kill there, and there's nothing they can do. We won here. It's game over. And that's a wrap. We get some solid elo. And perfect. We increased our elo a lot after that last draw. Still not sure how Supercell thinks it's okay for a draw to give you minus 42 elo. But that's a wrap. I'll see you guys in the next video.